All right, here we go, guys, in studio, both of us for the first time in a while. We're going to talk about Alabama. They said they're going to name the quarterback after the second scrimmage. It's pretty big news. Kalen DeBoer's press conference, the start of camp, and more. This is Last Call. That's Jay Coker. You guys know him. I'm Mick Gillispie. I'm your host. You guys ready? Let's go. All right, there he is with his helmet off. Jake Coker. What's up?
What's up? Good to be here.
And it feels like forever.
First live show in a long time.
I know. He gets here and he's like, where's the beer? And I'm like, well, if you show up here I'll put a keg in here for you.
Oh, there's beer in here. It's just, a little questionable.
It's the gluten-free variety because of the allergy thing. But, that's all right. I got my WJLX.
I was about to say, whenever you walk in and you see a guy wearing a shirt like that, you really don't know what to expect.
My man Timmons hooked me up. That's Brett's old station. So I got to support the boys.
That is a sweet shirt, though. I'll give it to you.
Yeah. So I got to support the boys down in Jasper. Well, good to see you.
Good to see you, too. We need some Bama tailgate shows, like shirts like that.
You want, I'll do something like this. You'd wear this?
If it had some meaning to me, yeah. Which, WJ, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, Shank wears his from last year. His Hawaiian. His Bama tailgate
Oh,
shirt.
yeah.
Yeah, he's coming over Saturday. Well, maybe we could get a next round Hawaiian.
I'm going to do Saturday. I thought you were at the beach. No, I thought you had the...
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm already... You talking about the Key West? I'm back. It's great. I mean, not that anybody cares, but...
That was Key West, huh?
It's awesome. I flew in. A little bit of a delay. They flew us over to... we got five minutes from landing. And the pilot came on. This is a Legion, by the way. So just know when you're on a Legion, it could be a roll of the dice. And he's like, there's a short runway and it's raining. And we're going to divert to Fort Myers. We go to Fort Myers. And we land. And when he said that, the stewardess, who sounded like she was from Transylvania, she came on and she's like, what he is saying is we are going to divert to Puerto Rico Airport if we have enough gas. Thank you. I'm like, man, what are you doing?
You don't care about flying, though. It doesn't bother you.
It used to. I used to have a bad fear of it.
Well, just because you've come to terms like with if it goes down, it goes down.
Oh, man, I'll tell you the story.
You feel like the science of flying is so good that.
So, well, I'll get to that now because you brought up a good talking conversation here. So, we land, we sit there, and then the pilot comes on again. He's like, we're going to make one more pass. I flew out of Knoxville. He's like, if we can't land because it's raining, we're going back to Knoxville. So you have a choice. Either get off now, drive over, or take a risk. I'm looking at the map, and I'm like, man, it's not raining. Being in baseball, I watch the weather every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are they doing? And then I'm like, I bet they probably have too much people on here, like the plane's overloaded, and they're trying to get some weight off the plane. Half the plane got off.
Yeah.
So as soon as half the plane got off, the other stewardess, I liked her. She was really energetic. She's like, who's ready for Key West? And like, flew right in. Tiki barge. Got straight there, put my stuff down, went to this tiki barge.
Did you see that guy playing the guitar that I sent you on Instagram?
I did not see him, but we went to this sandbar. It was like the tiki barge. All the drinks are included. Float you out to a sandbar and you jump in. I made friends with all kind of people.
Yeah.
People from Alabama and New Jersey. It was a blast. And then we went to the Green Parrot, and a reggae band was there. And that was the first day. And I mean, I'm talking about 7 a.m. straight there. Didn't have time to eat. Next day, got up. The place had a pool. This dude playing like steel drums and singing outside by the pool bar. I had a pineapple that had been hollowed out and a banana daiquiri in there. It's pretty awesome.
Overlooking the beach?
No. It was a bungalow. But and I did that. I go and work on like I call it a staff retreat. I got to go in there and just like come up with what I want to do work wise. I'll show you guys first. It's me and my pineapple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you AI'd that picture up a
Yeah, the
little
other
bit, didn't you?
day. Well, no, this is the real thing
Oh, I know, but
on
yeah,
the on yeah on Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah, I did an AI of it, but
Send me that picture. I'll make you look like Ron Burgundy again.
he does that. He AIs me a lot.
Every picture Mick is in, I turn him into Ron Burgundy.
He turned me into Benedict Arnold one time. I don't know what I did that time.
Ben.
That's right. Yeah, our friend. He asked me the guy's name, and it was Tim, and I said it's Ben, and I told him Tim. So for the entire golf tournament.
For 2 days, I called Ben Tim.
Oh my God, I didn't mean for that to happen.
Still got the knife in my back.
That's so funny. Oh my goodness, I'm switching hats.
Oh,
That one a little bit. Give me some white in there. And then did a haunted bar crawl. Did went to Blue Heaven restaurant. But I go to the happy hour. If you like pina coladas, and these aren't like normal pina coladas you get here, Hog's Breath has
you have pina coladas playing in the background.
Man,
The song is.
Yeah, I drank 2 of those, and I was like, man, I could drink these all day, but I don't want the sugar gives you a bad hangover. So I was like, they're so good.
My mixed drink is tequila soda or vodka soda.
Mm-hmm. That's a better drink. I mean, like if you're not trying to have
try not to look fat in a commercial. That's what you drink.
I know. Yeah, that too. All the working out.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean,
sorry, Tim.
The funniest thing is, I mean, we talked about this before. Is you and I are interviewing Gary Valentine, who's Kevin James' brother, and we're talking about that commercial, and he's kind of heavy guy. He's like, that's why I love five. Never high five.
So familiar with bad angles.
Yeah. Well, he understood. Like when you're in that business, right? You got to know. So I
still can't. I mean that concert night where he was singing "Sweet Caroline" and I was just shaking him up on the stage while I was trying to sing.
That was a
good night.
We were at this golf tournament, 3-day golf tournament, Delta Soul. You guys may want to go at some point. Steve Azar puts it on in Greenville, Mississippi. Beautiful Greenville. With a wink. And
Greenville's beautiful. It's just there's not a ton of amenities there, which makes it kind of that's what makes the tournament so much fun.
Yeah, it is. You're like kind of in the middle of nowhere.
You got nothing to do.
Yeah, right.
But hang out.
So they have a concert night. Steve has this hit song, we'll play it at the end on the commercial, and then it's like it's a celebrity golf tournament, but they made the mistake. Steve's singing at the end, and then he looks down and he's like, Mick and Jay, come on up. Bad idea. We're on stage. Oh my God. Yeah, not the guys you want on stage.
Yeah, and we were up there for like 2 songs too.
Yeah,
way too long.
No, we weren't going anywhere.
Yeah, I forgot to do it with my hands.
This guy goes over and starts trying to talk to the guy.
Saxophone man. Dude.
Guy's playing saxophone. You're over there like talking to him.
He's like playing the song. Yeah.
Man, what you're doing is amazing. And then
I'm still inspired.
Yeah. Looking out, like singing Sweet Caroline. I was in
Steve the morning after, he was like, yeah, he got carried away.
He
like, we had to dial him back a little bit.
Yeah, he was serious too.
Oh, he was dead serious.
Yeah, once you kind of,
dude, you can't hone that kind of, you can't hone that kind of talent in.
Once you went over and gave that guy a little inspiration, oh man, he was like next level. He's like, oh, you think that's good?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like first base shit right there.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see what I can do?
Wait till I bring him home.
Yeah, right. He just cuts everybody off. I'll show this guy what I do. Oh man. So I think I've talked about this. I was the broadcaster for the women's basketball team, and then I did baseball for Alabama. And the women's team would fly charter flights, but they had this great idea. They were going to take the lowest bid. And we would get on these planes, and I mean, they'd come rattling down, and you're just like, what in the hell is this thing? I mean, did you know in the movie Major League where they had it's like thunderstorming on the plane and the lights keep cutting out?
Uh-huh.
They're like on there, and it's like everybody's scared to
It's like
death.
an old janitorial closet.
Yeah. That's how it felt. And I was so scared. Like I used to be, and some of you guys will probably appreciate this because you may be in the same spot where you're just scared of flying. It's out of your control and you're way up there. And if something goes wrong, the ending's not going to be good. Um, and when it happens, I mean, we always see it's on the news. It's a major story. And I was scared. I would get on I'd start sweating it out the day before. Clammy, you know, I'd have to go to the bathroom on the plane like 5 times, like just not comfortable. And this went on for a long time. And I started reading accident reports because I wanted to know like what went wrong and how it went wrong and why planes crashed. And I'd watch this show on, you know, I think Discovery about it. And I became like, for a while, like an expert on it because I was just trying to mentally get through the fear. And so, you know, that kind of went on. And then we went on this trip to Arkansas. And I don't know why. I mean, you can tell me, you've flown out there before. Like every time you go between Arkansas and Tuscaloosa, it's just turbulence. You know, I don't know if it's going over the Mississippi River. I don't know why, but it'll shake, you know, and people, you've been on flights like this. Well, we come back from Arkansas. We're on this terrible plane. And I see this thunderstorm, right? Like I can see it, like the sky's blue, and then I see dark, and I'm like, well, there's no damn way we're going through this. The hell we didn't. We went right through it, man. I mean, it was like you look out the window and you could see the top of the lightning bolt. You know what I mean? We start here and we go down there. And all of a sudden we start dropping. I mean, like, boom, boom. And so people's drinks would be in the air and the cup would be here and it would fall back in. You know, but there was like a split second where the drink was out of the cup. Like if I saw one guy had a computer and the computer was here and we were here. Right. So it was terrible. And like the whole team was scared. And one of the coaches just like let out this, and it made me laugh so hard. Coach Wendell Hudson, he's one of the all-time great dudes. He was the head coach at the time. So it's been a while. I used to do that impression and make him laugh. It was scary. I said, "Look, if
because y'all both witnessed it,
yeah, everybody, yeah. He was. I think I was in the back at that point. He was up front, but yeah, everybody did. You know, everybody was scared, and I was like, God, if you get me through this, I'm never going to be afraid of flying again. And so that's what happened. I got through that, and since then, it's like not that big a deal to me anymore. I mean, like I enjoy it now. I mean, like, and what I found out through the accident reports is that they rarely crash. They're way safer than driving. Plus the time element of it. Like now that I'm busy all the time, you know, it's if I can
they say they're way safer than driving, which
no, they are. I mean, like it's not even close. Like the percentage of planes that crash in our country compared to cars.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're talking about percentages, I guess.
Yeah. Think about it. I mean, like you hardly ever have a plane crash. Like, the last one I remember is when
there's one in Baltimore.
That dipshit helicopter pilot ran into the plane.
In Baltimore, I think. That one, and then the one that just nosedived into that neighborhood, landed on a street.
Now, I'm not talking about like small planes. I'm talking about like
commercial
planes. You know, now the small ones, yeah, still may have a little bit of reluctance.
Well, they had to get rid of that 737 Max or whatever it was for a little while, or they had
Trump's
to
plane?
ground them for a while.
Oh, different one.
747 Max, 750.
Yeah. So I don't mind it anymore. And then like I drive to the
I mean, look, I'm not gonna not get on one, but I don't like getting on them.
No, it's not like it was for me before. I mean, like where every time the plane would shake, you know, I'm like just, you know, pissing my pants. I mean, like I'm kind of like I
used to love that when I was little. I used to love the turbulence.
Did you?
Because I just thought nothing would happen. Now
well, your whole family, like all your siblings are like Air Force people.
Oh, I know. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
trust me.
And I think I could see you being one too.
My dad, I mean, he's a firefighter in Mobile for years, but he was out at the airports for like 30 years, and he doesn't like flying.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's seen accidents out there, obviously, and crashes, but uh, he absolutely hates helicopters.
Really?
Yeah, and
How are those Blackhawks? I heard you were on a
yeah,
Blackhawk.
well, I was getting to that.
Okay.
So he's he kept telling me he never wants me in a helicopter, and I didn't tell him I was going. Just sent a picture of me sitting in there facing out. But it did scare the hell out of me because I was wearing those headsets and I could
Yeah.
hear the pilots talking,
Yeah.
and they were like, I mean,
We're a little low on gas. Don't tell people
it
back
would cut
there.
in and out, and that computer voice when we first took off, it was cloudy, you couldn't see, and I didn't realize helicopters would get up there to like 1,000 feet. I don't know how high we were, but the ground was small.
Yeah. I've seen those come over my house before.
But the programmed voice, the like the AI lady's voice, not AI, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like check altitude, and it was cloudy, you couldn't see anything. So I was like, holy shit, are we going down?
Yeah, right.
And then at one point, the guy who owned the helicopter was looking out the windshield, and he's like, if we had to go down, we need to go down right there, and it was cutting in and out, but that's all I heard. It's like,
yeah.
We need to go down right there, and we were over water and sandbars and stuff, and I was like, what?
Yeah. It'll drive you crazy if you sit there and try to figure it out. Like, that's why when Transylvania came on and goes, if we have enough guys to get there, I was like, is this like some kind of like, some kind of
I was like,
vampire joke or something?
Shut this off and let me sit here.
Yeah, right.
And if something bad happens, I got no choice. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
It got quiet. I was like, where are we going? Half the plane was so drunk, they were just like, okay. And when they landed, everybody clapped. I was like, the pilot getting half that plane to leave, like, it was.
You land in Fort Myers and all of them are so hammered they think they're in Key West.
If we had that flight, I'd probably go again. I'd go again, like, a lot, just because it is awesome. I like the getaway, and it's adults. It's not like going places where everybody's got their kids stuffed out there and getting on your nerves. Like, you just don't take your kids. It's no Disney World here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Disney World for people like us because there's a lot of good bars. Captain Tony's, Green Parrot. I went to
I'm taking the kids to Disney World in August.
I went to the charter room. Oh, that's awesome. That was one of Jimmy Buffett's stops. It was cool. Yeah, so you're taking the kids to Disney, huh?
Yeah.
Are they old enough for that?
6 and 3, we'll see.
Oh, boy.
My 6-year-old is.
Yeah. That'd be fun. When's that?
August 26th. Week 0.
Okay.
They're going with all my old Florida State teammates.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think
they're bringing their kids, so it'll be a good.
Are you still in that crew?
Oh yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, most of these guys were in my wedding.
Yeah, that's cool. So that's how I got over that. Let's talk some football. I know everybody's like, who cares about your small talk? Look, when we're in person, this is what we do.
It's hard to get hit all the topics in person.
Yeah, I know.
When I'm on that damn laptop, I feel like I'm doing an interview instead of like having a conversation.
I know. Well, this is
like talking on the phone. I hate talking on the phone.
Right.
I hate it.
You wanted this type of show, though. You want like a regular conversation. When we started, right? And when we're together, that's what we do. And I've gotten comments from a lot of people that are like, all right, when are you guys going to have Ryan and Shank on again with you two? And I'm like, soon. I mean,
if my house is no longer falling apart, then I have a lot more time.
Yeah. Right. When you kind of get that done, which reminds me, I mean, not the,
which these guys sponsored the show after.
Yeah. After right. And I'm going to tell you guys, like, this is a perfect example of why, when you're going through this, you need to contact guys like the guys at Patriot Roofing and Builders, just because it's like, Will and Justin are going to answer. They do free inspections. They can do your roof, which he's having problems with right now. They're a total home solution company, roofing, siding, gutters, windows, and full home renovations. And it really has been for him stressful, stressful that I don't even want to, bust your balls too much, because I know how stressful it is when you go through that stuff, right? Like the time that you guys were over here and trees fell on my fence. And then, you guys were like, I accidentally made the Unchained comment and
I'll never forget
Shank
that.
Unchained. And I should have said,
I was dying laughing
unplugged.
because I knew. I knew what Shank was thinking. I look over and Ryan's dying laughing, and Shank's like kind of laughing but looking at you like, well, wait, what?
that was before Shank knew me too, though. Like now we do a show together.
Shank was
messing around.
More so doing it for comedic relief.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like I think he'd laugh harder now.
Oh yeah.
205.
He knew it was funny.
Yeah. 205-919-4494. Yeah, he's awesome, by the way. He's awesome.
That's not Blue Moon anymore.
No. Here, you sit back there, and I'm going to bring something up and then pour you a beer.
All right.
I'll swing the camera over so you guys can watch this craftsmanship. There you go. All right, so let's start with the quarterbacks. We've talked about it a lot. Now that camp has started, we have two guys battling. It's a good problem to have and a bad problem to have. It's a good problem to have because you got options, right? It's a bad problem to have because you don't know who the quarterback's going to be.
Here's my thing on the on what I'm kind of starting to like to see a little bit. The quarterbacks, we've talked about the quarterbacks a lot. My biggest thing right now is physicality up front. Physicality up front being number one, but physicality as a whole. And I don't know I guess you can lump us in there. I don't think you can lump us in there to that group that's, really been bitching about it, as we're more fans of Alabama. We want to see them do well. But you see some of those interviews with Kalen DeBoer lately about, the expectations, national expectations, and the Paul Feinbaum, Stephen A. Smith comments about Kalen DeBoer not being the right fit, and us, our biggest weakness being physicality. And you see Kalen DeBoer kind of respond over the last couple of days, like, yeah, we see it. Instead of that polished or nice guy response.
Yeah, right.
You kind of start to see that anger.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see more of it. I want to see some aggression in his responses. I want to see him start taking these things over like Coach Saban did.
Right. Yeah.
Which I know obviously that comes with time, but I want to see. I'm ready to start seeing him fly off the handle a little bit. Just
right.
Absolute, controlled lunacy, I guess.
Right. I thought.
Look, this is year 3. I've said this since the beginning. Year 3 is when you get a really good feel for who you got.
Right.
Now I understand now with the transfer portal, the consistency level is not. It's not going to be a consistent rise and then a consistent downfall. Like, I like Dabo Sweeney a lot, but he had his kind of, when he was hired, he had his first few years of coaching at Clemson, and I know he had some rocky starts, some rocky times within that, that beginning phase. But then he had he was on the incline steadily,
right?
And he stayed on. He stayed at the top for what, from 2014ish to about 2020.
Yeah,
and then the decline is. I hope he does better. I hope they win and he's there and
right.
It's a happy ending and all that. But
what's a do or die? It's a do or die season for his coaching at Clemson career, I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me either way. It seems to me that he's kind of getting tired of the backlash and and
it might be
portal
right. Might be time for a new voice. But you're right. I hope Kalen DeBoer too. I thought Paul Feinbaum made an interesting point and basically said, and I'm going to tell you about that beer in a second. It's one of the most highly sought after beers.
This is a Shank beer right here.
Yeah.
He loves that beer.
That beer is highly sought after. And I'll tell you that in a second, but that's probably the most popular beer in Tennessee. And now it's nationwide. Like I saw it at the Total Wine in Pensacola. $25 a 4-pack. So anyway, they called Kalen DeBoer AI, and I think part of the reason he said that was just because
who called Kalen DeBoer AI?
Like he's kind of like AI Paul Feinbaum, and I get it. Like it's like covering him. He's just not going to give you anything. It's just like He's programmed to say whatever. And I was on with Neil McCready 2 days ago, and we were talking about that. I didn't use the AI term, but it was like just kind of the way he is, and I don't mind it. I mean, but covering him, it's boring. I mean, he's just not going to say anything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's not giving you the Lane Kiffin responses or the Twitter feedback and all that. You know,
I don't need all that though, but I mean, it would kind of be nice. Well, the Lane Kiffin stuff, but it would kind of be nice to just get more of a, to feel like it was more of of an honest response rather than kind of like I'm supposed to say this.
Well,
if that makes any sense. I mean, I'm not.
Well, I mean, it's not like Coach Saban was the. I mean, it's not like he really gave anybody anything, but he was such a fluent speaker.
Yeah.
And he had so much wisdom.
Right.
And discipline. I mean, he's less than a 1%er when it comes to discipline, effort. I mean, success. Again, you're not going to bring somebody in that's going to duplicate Coach Saban. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And again, I don't even think Coach Saban could have the run that he had in the NIL transfer portal era. I mean, it's
well, yeah. I mean, it's been tough, right? Because so many guys.
Unless you're the richest school in the country. I mean, he possibly could have done that at Texas, Ohio State,
right?
Well,
I think that this is it's going to be an interesting year. Alabama's got a tough schedule, but a lot of teams in the SEC do. I'm going back to the quarterback conversation. Ryan Grubb said after the second scrimmage, so that means you would have appreciated that.
I think that's the best way to do it. I think quarterback guys do that. I think quarterback or offensive-minded head coaches do that because they want to have organized practices going into week one.
Right.
I mean, they want an established guy. I mean, I could see where you may not do that with a easier week one game like we've got this year. But at the end of the day, to me, when you get into football like game mode, in order to have full-on locked-in practices and to just establish that leadership as the starter where, hey, man, everybody's got his back, coaches are behind him, players are behind him, even those, I mean, even if there's a few outliers, it's like, this is where we're going and the decision's been made and you either get on or you get off, I mean, everybody's on the same page and you move forward. I always think it's better to do that prior to the season and not have, those question marks as you move into especially SEC play.
This has got to be, I mean, maybe the year after you left too, but this is one of the most interesting quarterback battles because I could handicap it at maybe 55-60% chance Keelan Russell, but it's, there's no guarantee. You came into 2015 and nobody really knew.
Yeah.
And it's like, Hurts was Hurts didn't even win the job, remember? And then he came in because the offense wasn't doing much and just blew it out after that. And that was the day that he got it. But it would have been tough to be a quarterback, to do all the things you have to do and then not even know if it's, your job or not.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I've said this before. I think, when we lost to Ole Miss, it was the week of practice going into it. That was the first week where it was really kind of, I mean, me and Cooper were switching in and out,
right?
Kind of nonstop, and we weren't getting all the reps, and it just wasn't organized, you know, and everybody's kind of looking. It's also kind of a morale killer because everybody's kind of looking around like, all right, what's the plan here,
Well,
and I mean, again, it is what it is, and whose fault is that we were there? It's all the quarterback's fault because nobody separated themselves enough to make it undeniable to Coach Saban.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is, and at some point, I mean, the coaches, I mean, if you're unsure, then you're unsure. So, you're trying to make sure you got the best option out there. And
think about your life, like how your life was affected by that decision.
Oh, I know.
I mean, really. I mean,
trust me. I mean, I thought about that. I thought about that before all, I mean, just winning the job at Alabama and that would change everything. And then, after all that happened, I've thought about it a lot as well. So,
I mean, it's you're one of the defining guys in a program that expects excellence, and you were excellent, and that's cool, But how does it affect your life outside of winning a championship? I mean, I'm sure because everywhere you go, it's like when like I walk into a room, there's things that I've accomplished that people are like, "Hey, that's what you accomplished." Nothing compares to that. I mean, shit, being a championship quarterback.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's just what's in the public eye.
Mhm.
I mean, it depends on how you measure it. If it's public eye stuff, then I mean,
Yeah, but I
that
mean,
was obviously very public.
well, look at success though, right? Like, look at success. We both had success. There came a point in your life where you did something that you didn't know you could do. You thought you could do it, but you didn't know. You got to go do it, and then you do it, and you do it well, and you're like, "Oh shit, I can do this." Like I can, you know. I mean, for me, it was something small, but I had in high school. I won this presidential thing we were doing. I had to do two debates. The whole school voted, one, and it was like, oh my god, man, I just won this thing. I'm debating against the guy that I debated with's been on the Howard Stern show and Fox, Fox. He was like he's a great dude, John Lieberman, and he was the best in the school. But in those
John
debates,
Lieberman.
yeah, you probably heard of him before. But anyway, Liebs, not Lieberman.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking of the old Democrat candidate for president against.
Different guy. But this
I was
guy,
about to say, how old are you?
no, 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 no. This John is on Howard Stern. He's the news guy. He was on America's Most Wanted and stuff. But he was great. And we went in and just went head to head and debated issues and did all that stuff. And winning that against somebody that's that good, being able to get up there and articulate points and all of that stuff. I walked out of school that day and I was like, man, I just had never had that type of positivity focused on me. Like I walked down the hallways and everybody just stopped and started clapping.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like,
Uh-huh.
okay. Just so it was small, but it just like kind of fueled the next thing and then the next thing and then the next, the next thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that happened for you with that moment, or maybe it happened in high school or something. But I mean, winning a championship, going through what you have to go through to first off to deal with practice. You got to win the job. You got to deal with practice, all the working out. Having the respect your teammates, and then on the biggest stage, make the biggest plays. Which was awesome about your career because I was there for all of it pretty much. Was that you just kept getting better and better and better and better. So it was at the beginning of the season, you remember, it was a lot of handing off, but it wasn't like that at the end of the season. You threw the hell out of the football. And it's like now it's like not only threw it, but threw it accurately and are one of the top 10 passers of all time. I mean, for a single season. So it's not, I know when Jim Dunaway gives you a hard time, he's joking,
Oh, I mean, look, there's I definitely wouldn't want to trade Derrick Henry for somebody lesser so I could stack and throw the ball more.
That was a balanced team, though.
Well,
it was just that we didn't have any other running backs.
Championship team, though.
Yeah,
That's when you can establish a run and you're a dominant running team, then you've got a chance to be good.
Yeah, yep.
If you can't run the ball, you're not going to win.
And the reason I just set you up for all of this is to talk about this team. You walked right into it.
Yeah.
And that's the point going into this camp and this season is that they have to run the football.
Yeah.
And it can't be talk. And it can't be excuses. I saw
if it's 2nd and 3, then you've got to be able to know, hey, we can run a play action pass here and possibly hit them for a big chunk because we know we're in 3rd and 3.
Right. They got to respect the run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, first off, it's 2nd and 3. For an absolute fact you're going to get first down on 2 runs.
Right.
But you've got the ability to run a play action pass and take that shot at the end zone, knowing that, hey, I mean, it's no big deal if we don't.
Right.
We're just going to hand it off and get this first down.
Yeah.
And push these guys around up front.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to shout out Andrew Bone. our guy. He's working with Yale, Alabama now. And then Clint Lamb went from Cover Crimson to On Three. Haven't talked to Clint in a while, but love him. I saw where Clint did a breakdown of the.
Clint's got really good.
He's
really good.
Yeah, he's really good. He did a breakdown of the defenses, the run defenses that Alabama played last year, and it was like he played a lot of all the top ones, or pretty much. But it doesn't matter. You still have to run the ball. So like that's why Seattle fired Ryan Grubb, because he's a good coordinator. They needed more run, and guess what they did? Super Bowl champs. So I think that like you can get away with being a little less balanced in college, but we saw last year when you played the elite competition. And I know Georgia was twice. It's hard to beat a team twice, but we didn't run the ball. We didn't run the ball in that second game.
As cool as it was to watch us throw it to the left tackle, I'd rather just have somebody run behind him.
Hey, it's a good time to remind everybody to go buy the crispy screen from Andy Moore. Yeah, I got you.
And again, I mean, we're sitting here, again, that when you were talking about the view for the show, it's. I mean, I always wanted to have a show where it's like you're sitting at a bar talking.
Yeah, right.
You gotta understand that. I mean, there's nobody that wants to see these coaches succeed more than I do.
Yeah.
I really like Kalen DeBoer, Ryan Grubb, spent some time around them, and they know. I mean, my gosh, it is what it is. At the end of the day, the last two games just weren't very good. Now, again, I've said it a million times. I think we were falling apart, and we were very limited in what we could call.
Right, because of injuries and stuff.
But running the ball creates stability.
Mm-hmm.
Stability, clock management, making sure. I mean, keeping the quarterback confident and getting the quarterback into favorable positions on passing downs. I mean, it's every single aspect of the game. You can't have those negative plays, and there were so many times where we'd hand the ball off and there was just so much penetration that would disrupt the entire play.
Mm-hmm.
Where, I mean, just right off the bat, just mistakes, fitting a guy right. It just was not.
It never felt like they had all the bases covered.
Mm-hmm. Which, what's crazy about it too is I remember being on the sideline of that Florida State game, and that first drive we had, I mean, it was like we were pushing them around, out physical in the hell out of them. I was like, man, we're gonna beat the shit out of this team, and we're gonna be good. And it was just all like a flip of a switch. It was a different ball game.
Yeah, it was like after that first drive, we weren't prepared. And that's one of the worries I have about Kalen DeBoer is that there's too many games where you go in and you're like, these are teams you should beat.
Don't get me wrong though. I mean, Coach Saban, when he was there, we had our moments like that. Mm-hmm. But after that first loss, it was like everything was different, and there was a different mentality for every single game.
Yeah.
And Coach Saban talks about the fear of teams that get now. Don't get me wrong. I mean that I felt like that wasn't really happening until Coach Saban had already won his national championship.
Yeah, right.
And everybody was complacent. But once you had that one loss, man, everybody was embarrassed to not live up to that standard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you saw physicality from then on out. And you may have close games, but it wasn't like you were getting dominated physically. It was like the ball bounced the wrong way.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I'll tell you that there's so many positives about Kalen DeBoer. First off, the way that he's embraced the challenge of replacing Nick Saban. That's tough to do. And to go and say, hey, you know what? I wanted that challenge. The saying was always, well, I don't want to be the guy. I want to be the guy after the guy. Right. But he's the guy right after the guy. And he's not done poorly. It's just, we haven't won anything. And that's kind of what we hope to be able to do every year at Alabama is, we expect to win. But I do appreciate him staying. He could have left. I've heard that he could have gone to Michigan last year. I heard that they were waiting. If he loses to Oklahoma, they were, try to get him out of there. Maybe his agent wanted him to leave. Maybe some of his coaches wanted him to leave. But he's staying.
Yeah.
And I respect that. You know, I really do. I mean, because he believes that he can win, and I hope he can. You know, I know it's a different style than Coach Saban and a lot of the Saban disciples, but maybe he's like a Ted Lasso. You know, I mean, seriously, like I love Ted, right?
Yeah.
He's just a nice guy.
I don't think that works in the. I mean, in the SEC. I mean, you know, all hugs and I mean,
Right.
I think.
But part of it's your team too. You know, everybody responds differently to being challenged. I mean, I just know this from being a vice president of a baseball team and the director of broadcasting. Like, I get different guys that come in and work for me, and the way that I get the most out of people is different. You know, some people you got to be stern, some people you got to be nice. You know, so it's just, it's like at the end of the day, what leadership is just getting the people that work with you to do the things you need them to do, right? Like, and for Coach
Well,
Saban, it was getting in your
I
ass.
think
You
it's
know,
more than that too, though. I mean, I think my thing is, I mean, it's like old school guys that are still there. Freddie Roach.
hmm
I mean, I know he gets after their ass.
right?
Um, but I think there's something to that. It's like, I mean, if I'm all for hard coaching, but hard coaching also requires that your players know you have their backs, and you got to have a relationship with the guys. Like, I mean, there's some coaches. Uh, I mean, I've been around a lot of coaches in my day. Some coaches that the only time you saw them or talked to them was when they were yelling at somebody, and you're like, I mean, okay. But then you got coaches who have great relationships. They're there, and they enjoy being there. They enjoy the relationship with their players, and they coach hard. Man, that's when it's well received. And I mean, Coach Saban was that he had your back. I mean, he's going to get on your ass, but he had your back. I mean, you see the way that he managed a lot of guys who got in trouble in the offseason. He's been on rants about this.
Right.
I mean, guys that screwed up, 18 to 22-year-olds. I mean, doing dumb shit, but stuff that is in the realm of dumb shit for 18 to 22-year-olds.
Right. Yeah.
And I remember that one rant he goes on about, everybody's calling for their head and wants me to kick them off the team and suspend them. And I mean, let me tell you, when you screwed up, I mean, you paid for it
Right.
from Coach Saban, and he put parameters on it, and he watched you and made sure that you were on the straight and narrow. And I mean, if you kept going that way,
hmm
yeah, you're done. But if you were willing to make right
Yeah.
and get with the program, then he was going to have your back and keep you around. And you know, he was on your team.
Yeah. Yeah. Ryan Anderson's story is amazing. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
getting sent home from the championship game in Miami on a Greyhound.
yeah,
to, being just a pillar of the community. I mean, people love him.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, putting on his camp last week, and
He's
just
fantastic.
everything he can do to help.
Great at his job. Great person.
Yeah, I mean,
Love him.
and a lot of lessons learned with that. I mean, you
Man of his
I
word.
mean, look, I get there's offenses that you got to just get guys off the team sometimes.
Right.
I understand that, and I'm all for that when it's necessary. Um, but I think it takes courage to stand with your guys.
hmm
When you believe in them,
hmm
and make them better people instead of sending them back some guys to really bad scenarios.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
I mean, he's made so much of a difference for so many guys throughout his career, and
Yeah.
and I've heard him talk about that where what was it? I saw Reese Davis talking about it. He had this psychologist at Michigan State who I've talked to, Lonnie. Can't remember Lonnie's last name, but um, Lonnie was telling him about how this can't be transactional. You got to be transformational. Where you're not, I mean, you're not coaching these guys to win. You're trying to transform their lives so that they're better people, and then through that, the program will get better.
hmm
You know. And I mean, there's a deeper thought process for him. It wasn't X's and O's, just X's and O's.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
And look, Coach DeBoer.
I mean, it's like a house, man. It's only as good as your foundation.
Right. But I'm saying along the same lines, Coach DeBoer could have kicked Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. off the team, did something really stupid,
Yeah.
just not smart, and put himself in a position to lose all the hard work that he's done in his career. But they gave him a second chance. We met him at the mullet toss. He's a good kid. He's gonna he's gonna be fine. But I mean, off the team for a little while, go get it figured out. Do the things that it takes to get back, and then appreciate where you are and what you got. And I mean, it's a process not just for football, but I mean, it's life in general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's down to, like we were talking about, making sure you're behind the line. I mean, it's those little details all throughout the way, and I mean,
I'm watching America's favorite team, by the way, as you see me glimpsing up.
Oh, they're gonna lose today.
No, they're not. You see them sweep the Dodgers?
You want to bet on it?
No, I can't bet on baseball.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Sorry. But our friend
But
Meathead,
they're gonna lose today.
Our friend Meathead was talking smack as a Dodger fan, and then they got swept right out of Wrigley. You're a Braves fan?
Yeah.
Why do you think they're gonna lose?
Because they just swept the Dodgers, and the Blue Jays were favored today.
Were they? Well, that's because this guy right here, David Peterson,
at Wrigley.
Yeah, they got this guy for like just a little meaningless trade. He was like, his ERA was like 7, and then now all of a sudden he's pitching for the Cubs, and he's like dealing. They moved him on the rubber. They just moved his placement on the rubber and changed one little thing. See how he's like, you guys can't see at home, but they moved him to the third base side of the rubber with his push foot, and he's been great.
Alejandro Kirk has blown me away. He's been playing for a while. Look at that stature.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's a hit machine. He's like short and stocky. He looks like he might be pushing beer carts.
I love Brett, but he looks like Brett.
Big sexy. That's two big sexy references here today. God, I miss him. I miss him. He would call me. I travel in the mornings, you know this. I get up at 3:00. I drove home from Chattanooga at 2:30 in the morning a couple days ago, just to beat traffic. And by the way, I'm smart, right? 4 of the places I'm at a lot are in the top 20 for worst driving.
Yeah,
Mobile's in there, Birmingham's in there, Chattanooga's in there, and Knoxville's in there.
Mobile.
Yeah, Mobile.
Well, the tunnel.
Yeah, the bridge. Yeah, the it's impossible to get across that bridge.
Yeah.
There's always an accident. They're building a new one now, or they're going to. A big giant toll bridge down there. But anyway, yeah, so I get up early, but he would get up and call me at like 4 in the morning and just talk to me for hours. That's why we got close. And he would do impressions of people. The dude could have been a stand-up comedian. Well, you got the quarterback situation, and then now we got some clarity with Grubb saying that they're going to figure it out by the second scrimmage. You expect both guys?
Which tells me I don't know which way to lean on that one. Kind of weird Grubb saying when the decision is going to be made.
I know. Kind of runs, in a weird way. It's like, he's like the alter ego of Caleb DeBoer. You know what I mean? Like they're a 2-headed attack. They didn't have him the first year. Oh man, I hope we can run the ball. EJ Crowell, they said first scrimmage, running around all over the place, looking good.
He's going to be a good player, I think.
I just wonder, and you can tell me more about this, but I keep saying that for him to get on the field, he's going to have to do all the other stuff, like block. What all responsibilities do running backs have other than just like taking the ball?
I mean, the pass protection is, you got to know who the offensive line is responsible for, and you got to know who you're responsible for. And I mean, when you think about it, realistically at Florida State, there's probably 92, 94, 78, 72, 144, 145. about 9 different protections,
Mhm.
you know, and it all, I mean, it all changes based on the look you have. You
Mhm.
know, odd, even, different fronts you got.
And so you, as a running back, you have to like go to the line and identify that. Are you ever calling it out to the guy? Like,
It depends. It is all based on the mic call. The mic call sets everything.
but
Who
see,
you declare in the mic?
right. And so to me, it's like, that's why I don't know what is Russell going to be able to do that? Or is Matt going to be better at that? I mean, and I know that that's not their job, but I mean, if they're
Here's where I think Russell is. He's probably to a point where he knows where the mic call. I mean, again, I don't know enough about. I'm trying to think. Um, and just based on last year, you know, I don't know if I ever played in a system where the quarterback didn't declare the mic, but um, he's probably to a point where he understands where the mic is and who's picked up. He may not, for the most part, you know. Mm,
so they'll probably. I'm getting to this. It'll probably be Hill because he's going to know
oh, it's
all
going to
that.
be Hill week
Right,
one.
right, and then they'll and maybe they
Hopefully, it's Hill for the whole season.
right. He
You
has a
know,
big
from what I
year.
hear about Crowell is that, and Grubb told me this in person. He said he has been phenomenal, just in terms of just doing what we've asked him to do, and
Mhm.
he's not that kind of guy that's obsessed with playing all the time. It's just like, I'm gonna do what I need to do and see where it goes.
Oh, awesome.
And he sounds like the kind of guy who's not just like on the transfer
Yeah,
portal, you
right,
know,
right.
like I better play now or I'm out.
Yeah, right.
Um, it sounds like he's a guy that loves being in Alabama.
Mhm.
And, you know, I always think if you stay in the same system and you've got the talent that he's got, then you're way better off sticking it out in terms of becoming the best player you can be. Now, again, nowadays with NIL, you know, who's to say it's not better for you individually to move? I mean, I think you got to take into account a lot of different aspects of life, you know, and we won't get into that, but I think I think he's the kind of guy who's going to learn very quickly and who's very focused on getting better himself. So I don't see him playing week one, week two, week three, week four, but I think when you get further into the season and hopefully we don't have any injuries, I think he's going to be one of those guys who gets mixed in, and if somebody gets hurt by the time that happens, he's going to be ready to go.
Yeah. See, I think AK Deer's a better bet to have a breakout year because he's been through it a
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
He is a super talented back.
Him and EJ kind of remind me of each other.
Mhm.
I mean,
Home
they
run hitters.
home run hitters, but also, you know, what I would call a dual threat from a running back perspective. I think they can both catch balls out of the backfield and be
Yeah.
elusive and get yards after the catch. You know, I think
Mhm.
they can make those awkward catches, get a little bit vertical.
Yeah.
You know, um,
And that may be how Crowell gets in early too, like have special packages where
hmm
what I would guess it would be like you're just focused on doing this one play and the thing that you need to do in this play or a couple things, right?
yeah,
And then they feel comfortable enough to give you a chance to get in on that.
yeah,
And then, and kind of but for Deer, I mean, we need Deer to be like, you know, the second part of the 1-2 punch.
yeah,
Because I just don't see Kevin Riley being that guy. I kind of have him more as like a third down guy.
yeah. I don't think you've got Kevin Riley. He's a playmaker for sure, but I don't know if he's got the durability to be
Yeah, that's exactly what
your
I'm thinking.
you know, down after down guy.
Yeah. Yeah, so and then you got the new center, Del Getty.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering this, like he comes in with a ton of experience from Cal Poly. I don't dismiss that, even though it's a lower level. I mean, when you've played that much. But going back to like reading defenses, Parker Brailsford, I mean, he's going to be I think a great center in the NFL. How hard is it going to be on that aspect? You don't want to miss a beat, but we found out 3 years ago that if you have a center quarterback issue, it'll cost you the season.
Oh yeah, I mean, uh, I really don't know where to go from there on Racing Delgatti because I mean we hadn't seen him play.
Yeah, right.
Especially
But I
an
mean,
SEC
it's his
schedule.
job. I mean, I don't even think that there's a competition at center. It's
Yeah, I don't think I don't think they even when we had what's his name uh the snap issues, which that is still blows my mind.
yeah,
You're talking about 2 years ago
yeah. 3 years ago, yeah, with the
because you
save.
didn't see that with him at Ohio State. It was all at Alabama. It was that's one of the weirdest things I feel like I've ever seen. Because he won a national championship at Ohio
He
State, didn't
did. Yep. Seth McLaughlin.
he? Seth McLaughlin.
I just googled.
What's he doing now?
I googled. I don't know. I googled Alabama center bad snaps, and it came right up. Oh my goodness. There's a breakdown of it.
That was a
Inconsistent mechanics, cadence and noise confusion, and then Rose Bowl finale. I mean, like that dude was terrible at Alabama.
Well, he was a good center. He just
The
had. I mean,
snaps.
yeah, the snaps just which you don't realize that's an issue till it's an issue.
Man, I got we had this like so small in the grand scheme of things, but this fraternity, they used to do like freshman football, and it was just brutal. Like you'd have to play against like
And
somebody
the
else.
winner had won the case of beer.
Oh no,
or
no, it
like
wasn't even.
30
Well,
cases of beer.
it might have been that, but it was more like you just beat the crap out of the other team.
That's what my father-in-law, one of his buddies,
with no pads.
oh yeah, one of his buddies. Well, they talk about how when they'd win, they'd get like a truckload of beer,
Yeah.
like cases of beer that would last a whole fraternity for
One guy broke his ankle in the
Oh,
game.
Yeah, but my father-in-law's buddy, he always messes with me. He's like, yeah, you may have won at Alabama and all that. And that's cool, but you never beat the SAEs.
I respect that, man. I get that. Because we had bad snaps.
he always
it cost us the game. Like the guy, they
Yeah.
couldn't snap the damn ball.
He always messes with my father-in-law. He's like, yeah, your father-in-law is all his moral compass is in order. He goes, he took a knee against the SAEs at the end instead of scoring one last touchdown to run the score up.
Golly, I just remember we couldn't snap the ball, and I'm like, how come we can't snap the ball?
Yeah, I know.
They were like, they just got back there so fast. No, we didn't have.
That was the most nerve-wracking season to watch because I mean,
Yeah,
you
right.
were watching like, okay, if we can just snap this ball, we'll be okay.
I know. I mean, they both
That Auburn game, I thought that the Gravedigger, I thought
Yeah.
because it happened on one of those plays on that drive, and it was like, oh my gosh, like what are we doing?
I used to do the post game shows in here in the studio. I still do. I mean, I just do them for the next round now. And I had my buddy Catfish on, and we scored the touchdown before I started the show, and his internet was behind mine. So I did this dirty trick. I put him on live and just let him go live. And he went ballistic. He was cussing and stuff. so I got at first I got a couple angry messages like we're never gonna watch this channel again. And then all of a sudden, like I guess all the other people that celebrate like him loved it, and the views went straight up. It's a dirty trick to pull, but that's one of the greatest wins of all time.
Oh, I mean
like
that I mean, it doesn't quite match well for Alabama fans in terms of weight of wins or weight of finishes. I mean, I think the kick six is probably the greatest play of all time for Auburn athletics.
Yeah. Right.
But
you don't want to give them too much credit because it's Auburn, but the fact that we did that, the way we've beaten them lately down there with that one in the Bryce Young game,
yeah.
God, I love it.
Well, the part about it though is like, well, that kick six for Auburn actually got them into the national championship. I mean that for Alabama, those 2 wins were like we played like shit.
Yeah, but it
And
got us into the playoff, though.
oh, I know. Well, yeah, I know that, but what I mean is whether it's not like we weren't we were the favorites in those
You got to
games.
sit back a little bit here.
Gotta
You got to take a timeout?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me put me on the screen. Let me talk about our friends at Residence Inn by Marriott in Ocean City, Maryland. That's our guy Keith. Hit that QR code right there. Golf this time of year is fantastic. They got a bunch of great courses. It's the Coastal Style Hotel of the Year for 2026. Back to back to back to back Coastal Style Hotel of the Year. Take advantage of it. Beautiful place. Look at that. Absolutely love it there. You got a ton of great restaurants. You got obviously the boardwalk, and the beaches in OC are awesome. The White Marlin Open, which is a big deal. They do that every year. We talk about Secrets Bar, which is, kind of a Floribama type place, but the one that they have there is really awesome restaurant. So check it out. Tell Keith that we sent you. And I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it. Look at this view right here. Next Round did their show there, and they loved it. LT was there doing his thing. And, he told me it was great. So been cool getting to know Keith and the gang at Residence Inn by Marriott. So tell them we sent you. You go up there, tell them we sent you. So now we kind of just continue to roll through practice and get ready for some of the other competitions. Right tackle, Javen James and Nick Brooks, both transfers. James came from Mississippi State. Brooks came from Texas. And DeBoer said they both had really strong summers, and that, it's going to come down to wearing pads and kind of that. And then the other thing was Alabama being ranked number 11. I mean, kind of going the wrong direction. And DeBoer was asked about that and kind of said they noticed, that they know that the perception of Alabama football is that it's on a decline, and we'll see what happens there. I mean, expectations are always going to be high at Alabama. It's a really tough conference, and with NIL and NIL, disparities. I mean, that you can spend more, you get better players if you're it's going to be tough.
Yeah. I mean, when I was there, going into my senior year, my first year going in, when you heard the same, it was nonstop. Like, I mean, you heard the rumblings or disrespect. But back then, it was like we were ranked number 5. It was disrespectful. I mean, if we weren't number 1 or number 2, that was a disrespectful preseason ranking. But now back then, if we just had a quarterback controversy, it was, I mean, that's when the media was like, they can't find a guy. It's not going to work. And even though, we didn't have a quarterback named, when you look at Coach Saban's history, I think he won more national championships with the first year guy than he did a second year guy. So it was kind of all bullshit, now. I mean, but now it's like, you don't know. We just don't know what our offensive line looks like. I feel pretty good about the receiving core. I think Ryan's due for a really good year this year, more consistent year. Last show talked about Lacier Brooks. Who that third guy is going to be sounds like Sedarian Morgan's going to be a real key playmaker this year.
Right.
Running back position, I feel a lot better this year than I did last year. Now, I felt really good last year going in with our first team guy, but it was who's behind him. This year, I feel like we got not as many answers in terms of long-term guys who played, but I feel like we've got the talent and a lot of players out there to find the right guy or find the right rotation. Offensive line's up in the air, though, man. I don't know what to think there. Quarterback, I think we're going to be fine there. I think just Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb alone are great quarterback teachers.
Yeah.
great quarterback developers.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but that's a great point.
I mean, yeah, we've got the best. To me, we've got the best quarterback room in the country in terms of depth.
Yeah,
Now
think
we've got
about
a lot
that.
of young guys, but
Yeah,
but
they're all
the two guys that we're talking about playing, I think first off, I think those between DeBoer and Grubb, they make the right decision, and I think again, I think it's really close, and so either way, I don't know if you can go wrong. But they're going to play to their strengths, and they're going to coach those guys up. But they're going to be able to play,
Yeah.
And defensively, I think Kane has done a hell of a job. I mean, that was one of the biggest question marks year one was that defense.
Yeah.
But I think, as he's been there and implemented his system and gotten those guys developed, I mean, the defense was the strong suit last year.
Mm-hmm.
We had a run game problem last year, and that was the biggest glaring issue that we had. Defense ended up keeping us in games and winning us games.
Yeah, and the defense is pretty good.
Stopping teams, and also huge turnovers for touchdowns. I mean, that Kane has been, arguably the best asset to our coaching staff since this new era started.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
It all comes down. It's the same old question: offensive line, and they brought in a great tight ends coach, a great offensive line coach. The only problem is the turnover and how physically gifted are these guys relative to who we're playing, and the guys that we're going to be playing in the playoff where we want to be.
Yeah. Well, we'll be following it. I want to tell everybody that our show is always brought to you by Pearl River Resort, Philadelphia, Mississippi. 2 great golf courses, the Azaleas and the Oaks. And I urge you guys, if you play golf, to go check it out. You don't have to have a membership. 18-hole courses at Dancing Rabbit. Clubhouse is awesome. You can even stay in the clubhouse if you want to. We've done before. It's great. And what's cool is like you get up and then they've got like food cooked downstairs. And a pro tip is if you like those breakfast sandwiches are amazing.
Oh yeah,
might be one of them. I love the steaks at Philip M's, but man, those breakfast sandwiches are
hard to beat.
Oh, I mean, they're made with love. Man. You can tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're so good.
I'm a huge breakfast burrito guy. That's what I mean.
They have those too.
Oh yeah, you can't beat that.
You just get up, stretch, look outside, open your window, and then there's the golf course, and you walk downstairs and get maybe a Bloody Mary and a breakfast sandwich and get the day going.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah. They got a great clubhouse store. And then the 2 casinos, Silver Star and Golden Moon, you don't even have to go outside. If you go in there, they have the pedestrian bridge over the road, and they've got table games and slots. It's going 24/7 there, and awesome little restaurants. And then the Timeout Sports Lounge, which is like basically Vegas style sports bar where you can bet legally on any of the games. And they have the window if you need, to ask somebody, or they have the kiosks, full size bar, 20 big screen TVs. They got all the games on, every package you could get. I mean, there's stuff going on in there 24/7. It's great. So it's an hour and a half from Tuscaloosa, 2 and change from Birmingham. I know a lot of you guys have already gone, but just keep them in mind, and we appreciate them a lot. I'm going to play the commercial. I'm going to play the high five commercial for everybody.
Let's see.
One more time. Any final thoughts?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
On today's show, 2 legends call their own plays at Pearl River Resort. Wow, Jake's first throw scores. And Steve's got the crowd pumped. They're absolutely rolling.
'Cause I don't have to be me till Monday, Friday, Saturday,
These 2 still got game.
Come call your own plays
At Pearl River Resort. Let's roll.
I don't have to be me